Hey, this is your girl Satea, and welcome back to my channel, Tay Slays. Today I will be showing you guys how I do my cut creases. And what I'm starting with now, I'm just shaping up her eyebrows and stuff a little bit. And then I'm going to prep and prime her face. I will be prepping her face with, moisturizing it with the first aid. I don't know why I can't think of the name. The first aid moisturizer, and then I'll be prepping, priming her face with the NYX Angel Veil, and then I will be going in with a little bit of calamine lotion. And I'm telling you guys all of this up front because the video was so long, so I had to cut out a lot of the stuff. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going in with the moisturizer. And if you watched any of my videos, you know what I'm doing right now. I am, after I shaped them up and everything, I'm just molding the eyebrows down with the Duo Lash Glue, and I am combing it out. And if you do this technique, as soon as you put the Duo Lash Glue on there, just make sure you start brushing them up and molding them down to her face. And now I am starting to shape up her eyebrows with my Absolute New York eyebrow pencil in the shade Smoke. And I will do one of the eyebrows on the camera, and then I'll cut off the other part because, like I said, the video was so long. So you'll see a lot of jumping back and forth in the videos where I'm doing one side will probably already be done, and then I'll show you how I did it on the other side. So that's what's going on right now. And when I fill in the eyebrows, I like to, I hope you start from the bottom first, and I like to drag it out a little bit, and then I like to flick up, and so that gives it more of a natural look. And now what I'm doing is I am carving out her eyebrows. I am using the Max Lux Studios brush, the 721 brush, I believe that's what it's called, and I am going in with a couple different colors of concealer. I used the e.l.f., I think it's Deep Cocoa, and then I used Tarte Shape Tape, the color, it was like Deep Golden or something like that. I'm trying to learn more, do more with shade matching to undertones. So in this video, she had like a reddish, like golden undertone. So I think I'm starting to master my technique. But so now what you see me doing is I'm dragging the brush across, carving out the end and everything, and then I'll go in with my BH Cosmetics brush, and I think it's the V5 brush, V5 or V8 or something like that. And then after I carve it out, then I'll go in and then I'll blend it out. And now on this part, you will see me carving out the top of her eyebrows. And I'm sorry, you will see my big tennis ball head in this video a lot. When I do makeup, I'm still learning with the recording and stuff and trying to stay off to the side. But like, there's certain stuff that I do, like, I have to be up close and personal. I feel like makeup is kind of like up close and personal. I have to be seeing what I'm doing. I like to take my time. I got to be up close so I can see. So I'm just kind of like dragging the brush and shaping it out to how I like it. And after you carve out the eyebrows at the top, you'll do the same process that you did at the bottom. You'll just blend that concealer out. So now what I'm doing, I am adding on the P. Louise base in the shade 2, I believe. And with the P. Louise base, if you watch my videos, you know you don't swipe it, you tap it in. So that's what I'm doing now. I am just tapping it in. And now what I'm doing is, this is a new technique that I've seen on another makeup artist page. I think it's Lachey or something like that. But so what I put on her eyes, I put on a translucent powder on her eyes to set that base so the eyeshadows don't crack and crease. And I think I'm going to be using that little trick all the time now. So what I'm doing now, I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics brush, and I am tapping in. What palette did I use? I keep on telling you I'm gonna get better with trying to name stuff and putting the. It's just when I be doing makeup, I use so many different things. I might start off with one palette. I might use 10 palettes on one look. Who knows? But I'm trying to think. It's the Morphe 305 palette, I believe. It's one of the dark browns and the light brown that I used that I used in that palette. So I had did one of the eyes, but now you see I had jumped over to the other eye. So that I started mixing that dark brown and that light orange looking brown, and I did that first, and I started tapping it on the eyes, and then I'll go in with a darker brown, and then I went in from the Tarte, a Tarte palette that I used, the black, and then I'll be putting that in the crease. And the brushes that I'm using, it was the BH Cosmetics, the V5 brush, and then I used this Morphe brush right here. It was like a pointed blending brush. So that's what I'll be using to apply that black color and that black and that dark brown in the crease of our eyes, so I can make sure I get it right where I need it to be. And then I'll be going back and forth with the brushes and blending it out. And now what I'm doing is I'm starting to cut her crease. And a trick that you can do when you're cutting the crease, so you can know exactly where to cut it at, where their eyes crease at. Put a little bit of the base at the tip, like in the middle of their in the middle of their eyelid. I can't talk, and then have them look up, and then wherever you see it transfers, then that's where you need to cut the crease at. So now what I'm doing, what base was this? This was the blank canvas base that I was actually using. With this look, I wanted that blank canvas is just like real thick and it just pops, and that's what kind of look I was looking for. So that's the base I decided to go with. And when I do my cut creases, you guys know I like to stamp it on and pull it down, stamp and pull, stamp and pull, stamp and pull. That's easier for me. Like, so maybe you should try this technique if you are not that good with cutting creases. I feel like this is the easiest and I can't talk, y'all. The easiest and the most efficient way. So I'm just gonna shut up now and let y'all watch. And it's going to jump over to the next scene here in a minute. But after I tap in the P. Louise base, I will go in with a brush and I will tap out the excess, so it's not so, I don't know how to explain it. So it's not thick. I don't know. If you do makeup, you know what I'm talking about. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going back in with the shades that I used for her, I guess if you want to call them a transition colors. And I'm just going back in and smoking out the corner part. So I went in with that orange, that brown, and then I'll be going in with a black to like kind of close it out, because I will be doing a blown out wing liner. Would it be considered a blown out wing liner? A blown out liner, that's what it is. And now what I'm doing is I'm going in with one of that cream looking shade and one of the Juvia's Place palettes. I think it's like the Warriors palette or something like that. So I'm just going in and kind of setting, well, not kind of, I am going in and I'm setting that base that I put in, that I cut her crease with. Dang, I cannot talk today. And I wanted to give her inner corner kind of like a pop, so I'm going in with the J. La Rue in the shade, one of their loose pigments in the shade Ghost, and I'm just kind of putting that in the corner. And then I'll be going in with another pigment called Oh Boy and putting that in the corner also. So now I'm going in with my Sephora Precision liner, and I'm doing that blown out eyeliner look. So I'll go and I'll try to make the line as straight as I can, and then to blow it out, I'll be going back in that Tarte palette and dipping in the dark brown shade and the black shade to blow out that corner. And now we're adding the Duo Lash Glue to the lash line, and then I'll add them on the lash line of the falsies, and then I'll pop them on there. That's just the way I'd like to do lashes. I feel like putting it on the lash line, it dries quick, so then whenever you go to put the falsies on, it just sticks right on there. But I like to put double to make them last. And the lashes that I'm applying to her face, I got them from, I think they're called Shop Lash Link. They have fluffy lashes, and these are in the length 20 millimeters. And now what I'm doing, I am adding in her, adding on her foundation, and I'm just doing it in sections. And the shade, I don't even know what I'm going to say up here, a lot of y'all, I don't know what shade it is, I'll have to go look, but it's one of the MAC, the SPF foundations, and I'm just putting it on there and just blending it in with my Real Technique foundation brush. So now what I'm doing is I'm just building up that foundation. One thing I've learned is when you're doing foundation and stuff, just add it a little bit at a time and then build it up as you need, because you don't want to put too much and then it looks cakey, because there's going to be a couple more layers, because you still got concealer to go. You still got to contour their face, so don't put too much, because like I said, there's going to be more than just that layer of that foundation. So now what I'm doing is I am adding in I'm highlighting her face. Like I said, I'm trying to work a little bit more with undertone. So the concealers that I use is one of the concealers from MAC, and I blended two different shades with each other. It was one of the lighter shades, and then one of the shades had like a reddish tint to it, because she has like a reddish, like golden undertone. So I conceal under the eyes, under the nose, on the chin, down the bridge of the nose, on the sides of the nose, and then I conceal at the top, and then I conceal a little bit and drag out the eyebrows so it's not like this halo brow. And now what I'm doing is I am tapping in that concealer with my Real Technique concealer brush. And it's not the concealer brush, it's a setting brush, but I use it as a concealer brush. And we'll save underneath the eyes for last. And this, the beauty blender that I'm using is by Real Techniques also. And another technique I learned was to help with creasing. After you blend out and blend in their highlight, go in and set under their eyes, because once they look back down, if you don't set it once they look back down, they're gonna crease, and then you're gonna have to keep on going back in to fix it. So to make your life easier, work smarter, not harder. Just go ahead and set up under it. And the setting powder I was using, it was one of the pressed powders from MAC. And what I used to contour her face was one of the contouring sticks from Juvia's Place. Once again, don't even give me the line about which one that I used. So I contour her face with that, and I contour down the bridge of her nose with that also. And what I used to set it was the Juvia's Place, their bronze, and actually no, I didn't. That's a lie. What I used from Juvia's Place was the Warriors palette, that dark brown shade in there. That's what I used to bronze, to set her, I can't talk, y'all. I'm so sorry. That's what I used to set her contour. And what I was doing, that you see me doing, I was setting her face with setting powder from AC Cosmetics. And now I'm just snatching them cheeks up, and I'm gonna shut up now and let y'all watch. And now I lined her waterline with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jet Black. And now I'm going back in with that Juvia's Place palette, the blush palettes, and that's what I use to add blush on her face. And so after I did the black under her waterline, I went in and I like smudged out the little brown red looking color. It looks so pretty on dark skin. And now I'm just lining her lips with the Kylie Cosmetics lip pencil. I love this lip pencil, and she then switched her stuff around, so now I can't find that lip pencil anymore, and I had broke it, and I still be using it because it's Old Faithful. And now I'm going in with her lippies, and when you add the lippy to their lips, once again, work harder, not smarter. Put it on there, and then have them blot their lips together, not rub them together. And then I'm going in with the NYX Butter Gloss on top of her lips. And we're almost to the end, y'all. And now I'm just dusting off that the satin powder with the another one of the Morphe palettes, so it's not giving like a flashback and looking all trippy. And now we're setting her face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and we're going to be adding highlight here in a second. And the highlighter I used was one of the Juvia's Place, the loose highlighters. Don't ask me which one, because I don't know. And I'm setting her face with the Ben Nye. And we're just tapping that in. And that's it, y'all. And I'm just fixing her hair up for her so we can get pictures and stuff. And she looks so pretty, y'all. She's so pretty. And that is it. And if you like what you've seen, please hit like and subscribe. And thanks again for watching my videos. Bye, y'all.